are now in week 10 of the NFL season, and I've been predicting games all year long. My record is now, after this week, I went 12-3, a really solid record. This week, I am now 93-45. I have a pretty good record this year, so we're going to keep on going with our predictions and see how good we can do for the rest of this season. Really on a good streak right now, so let's keep it up. Before we get into this video, though, let me remind you, don't forget to check out DUBBY.gg and use code SHREDDER, SHRD3R, for 10% off your order of anything on the website. I just tried their new, or it's not, well, they rebranded it a little bit, but their green apple flavor. It's the one you see here in the graphic, sorry. It's actually incredibly good. It tastes actually a lot like apples. I've never had a flavor that's like supposed to taste like that. And like, you know, there's always the fake flavor that's like, oh yeah, that's the fake orange flavor or whatever, but it doesn't actually taste like an orange. No, this tastes like apples. It's crazy. Make sure you go check them out by going to dubby.gg or clicking the link in the description, and let's get right into this video. Just to start with a little overview to show you what I got wrong, this is what I predicted last week. However, this happened. That was the difference. Instead of me going 15-0, I went 12-3 because of this. I guess I'm a little out of touch in the NFC. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this trend continues. Honestly, though, I'm confident in that. Like, this game, this shouldn't have happened, okay? This game, it really could have gone either way. But, you know, I picked Chicago. However, you know, I probably should have gone with a more veteran quarterback and whatnot. And this one, the Cowboys are garbage. And honestly, I knew it, but I didn't really want to believe it because they're usually at least competitive in the regular season. But I guess that's out the window now. Let's go to this week. All right, we will start off in the AFC. Starting with Thursday Night Football, it is a big one, a huge one. This is one of the, you know, any AFC North rivalry, when it actually is a rivalry, not Cleveland because they're never good. But when it's these teams, these three teams right here, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, anytime those play, they're great games. And this is a good Thursday night game to have. I think the Bengals might get the best of them here. The Bengals are on a little bit of a hot streak. They're kind of putting things together. The Ravens have won some games, but they don't look as solid as they have in the past, I guess I might say. I think that's one that they could definitely lose. Broncos and Chiefs. You know, the Chiefs always lose one to like the Broncos or Raiders, so they really shouldn't. And I kind of want to do it, but honestly, I can't right now. I would rather, I think, well, didn't they win in Kansas City last year? But then again, they had Russ, who was, I mean, hate on Russ all you want. He's a veteran. He's got that veteran savvy nature to him. He's got capability there. I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think I am. All right, yeah, we'll do it for now. Buffalo, I mean, I'm taking them over Indy. I think this is an easy game for them. I mean, relatively. You know, they haven't played the best defense, but they look dominant. And as long as Josh Allen's healthy, this team's going to be very, very, very good. They're playing more dominant ball than Kansas City is, in my opinion. So I'll give them that. This is actually kind of a decent game. I'm going to give it to the Chargers, though. I just don't really think that the Titans are very good. They were kind of sellers at the trade deadline, kind of meaning they traded their starting middle linebacker and a receiver that's, well, on his way out anyways. But, I mean, I think it's probably the best move for them anyways. But either way, beyond that, we'll get into a trade deadline special in another video. But the Chargers, they're playing good ball. They're getting together. They're 6-3 at this point, if that's what this is. And I think that's a good win for them to get. And their kind of schedule is in a good spot for them right now. Let's go over to the NFC games. Panthers and Giants. Can Panthers win 2 in a row? They're 2-7 right now. The Giants are 2-7 as well. This is a really tough one. I honestly don't think the Panthers are good enough to win 2 in a row. I think I'm going to go with the Giants here. I think the Giants are better than their record. However, that really doesn't mean anything because they're not good, but they're not. This could be their 4th win right now, let me say. They probably should have, maybe this be their 4th win. They're better than 2 wins right now, or 3 wins up to this point. But I think the Giants are the better team. I don't really trust Carolina to win 2 in a row. I think that's where I'm going to land on that. I'm kind of keeping that one in the back of my mind, though, as well as this one. This one's kind of in the back of my mind as well. Falcons, Saints. Saints have looked really bad lately, but this division always ends up stupidly close. This is one of those games where, like, oh, yeah, this should be an easy Falcons win, and then the Saints come out and clobber them because it is probably illegal for someone in the NFC South to win by having more than 10 wins in their division, and God forbid that happen. God forbid 11 wins in the NFC South. So That's why I feel like the Saints are going to win this game. However, the Falcons are a much better team. They have run through the division so far. This will make them 5-0 in division. One of the best records in the league so far, if not the best, probably the best. I'm going to have to get, they're the better team. Prediction-wise, I have to give it to them. The Niners, the Bucks, Niners coming off the bye. McCaffrey might play this game. McCaffrey has kind of been working up towards this game. All the away teams here, Bucks are on, the Bucks are really needing one right now, though. Can the Bucks maybe get it done? This one's a tough one. I'm going to come back to that one. Eagles, Cowboys, give me Eagles. I don't think that's a close one, honestly, at this point. I think the Cowboys are garbage, hot doo-doo garbage. Cooper Rush, honestly, might be better, though, for them than Dak was. That's happened before. We've seen that before. He was 5-1 a couple years ago. He just seems to kind of make smarter plays, make better decisions. And probably because Dak is a better player, he thinks he can do more. There's kind of a little bit of that there. But honestly, it's just, I don't know. Philly's just better, in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be close. Philly, they're moving to 2-0 in the division as well. Moving back to this Niners-Bucks game, man. I'm going to pick something here. McCaffrey might be back. Debo and George Kittle, I believe, are getting healthy. Give me the Niners. I got to. And all the interconference matchups. Patriots, Bears. Okay, Bears got to win this one. Surely they will, right? I mean, right? Surely, right? Bears also haven't played a division game yet. Yikes. They've got, what, 8 weeks left of the season, and they have to... No way. They have to play 6 games. Honestly, well, look over at Pittsburgh. They're in the same spot. So, either way. That's rough. 6 of 8 games left are all division games. That's rough, man. Especially, I mean, look at their division. 6-3, and that's the 3 seed. 6-2, and the Lions are 7-2, I believe. So, they got some fighting to do. Bears, though, they're better than the Patriots. Patriots, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Drake May. I think, they could win this game. But the Bears have the better overall team. Give me them to go. It's just, it makes too much sense right now. Steelers and Commanders. This might be the game of the week so far. 2 teams that are really playing well. 6-2 Pittsburgh, 7-2 Washington. In my opinion, though, Washington has not really played anybody. All the teams they've beaten are either bad or the Bears, basically. And the Bears, while they're 5-4 at the time, they were 4-2. Yeah, they had a positive record, but they also have a rookie quarterback. Okay, yeah, the Commanders do too. They also don't have a great head coach. Okay, the Commanders don't have a great head coach, but they have a good head coach, and they have a good offensive coordinator as well. Bears don't have either. Bears have a better defense, but, I mean, clearly, that game was a mess. They won on a Hail Mary that was a fluke play. Give me Pittsburgh. I think this game's kind of getting overhyped. Now, granted, Pittsburgh could lose this one. Don't get me wrong. But this game is kind of one of those that, like, oh, Washington 7-2. They look like they're on a run. They're going to win this one, right? Well, let's think about the fact that this is probably the first real team they've played. The only real team they've played. Yeah, that gives me a lot of hope for Pittsburgh. Also, who brought in a wide receiver and an edge rusher in the trade deadline. So, good for them. Moving on. Vikings, Jaguars. Jaguars, what is their record now, man? They're 2-7. They really need this one. That sucks for them. They're not getting it. They're 7-2. The Vikings are. More power to you, Minnesota. They're kind of hanging on right now. Sam Darnold, the roller coaster went up, and it's kind of on its way down, and it's kind of just, I don't know. There's not a lot of thrill left on the rest of the ride, I don't think, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Just kind of made that off the top of my dome. But, yeah, I don't really know what to think about them right now. I think the contention window is not there, but they can be a playoff team. They can, I mean, they're 7-2 at this point, 6-2, whatever. They're going to be in the playoffs more than likely. But in terms of true contention, as in like Super Bowl, NFC Championship even, not so sure about that one. Jets and Cardinals. Jets need this one. Cardinals really do need this one as well. The Jets are 3-6. Cardinals 5-4. Jets just beat the Texans. Cardinals just beat the who? The Bears? Give me the Jets, man. I'm a fan of the Cardinals, but if you remember back to my predictions prior to the season starting, I did have the Jets relatively high, but also the Cardinals. I thought they'd be a really, really solid 8-win team. They're not going to get blown out a ton. They're going to play good games. They're going to, whatever, but their roster talent just isn't very good. They have Kyler Murray. They have Budda Baker. They have Marvin Harrison Jr. They have Trey McBride, James Conner, and that's about the end of the list. Everyone else is about a JV player comparatively in the NFL. It is not a good look for them. Their roster just isn't simply very good. They did just get Baron Browning from the Broncos, which that is gonna help a lot because they don't have an edge rusher right now. He's their best edge rusher automatically. It's not close. Yeah, but the Jets, I think they're just a better team. They need it. They're in a groove right now. They're kind of figuring things out, and I think the Jets could be kind of getting up for a pretty decent run towards the end of this year. Lions, Texans. How can you bet against the Texans right now, man? I mean, against the Lions. I said the wrong team. I can't. Right now, it's the Lions until they prove otherwise. Lions, they're gonna be what, 8-1? They're incredible right now, man. I don't believe they should be anything else. I think 8-1 doesn't sound right at all. I think they're 7-2. No, they might be 8-1. I don't know. Either way, maybe I selected something earlier and I forgot to put it back on like the other weeks. It happens sometimes. Either way, whatever they are, 7-2, 8-1. They're winning, and they're winning convincingly, and they're playing very good football. Give me them over the Texans. I don't care. They're coming off the mini bye. I don't care. Dolphins, Rams. Rams are 4-4. Dolphins are 2-6. Both teams really, really, really need this one. I'm going to give this one to the Dolphins. I think they're going to win this one. I think that's probably my biggest upset of the week so far. I think. Is there another upset here? Maybe Giants over Panthers? Probably not. Maybe Bengals over Ravens? No, I think the Dolphins might get this one done. I think they're kind of getting their groove back. They figured out their offense a little bit last week, and they need this one very, 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 very badly. The Rams need it too, but not nearly as bad. If they lose this game, it's over. They might as well. I know the trade deadline's passed. They might as well trade everybody still. Be like, hey, look, we don't even care anymore. Take them. It's illegal. Oh well, we're losing. I don't care because they are going to suck incredibly bad if they lose this game. And then I think that's gonna do it. So for my lock of the week, let's see. Lock of the week, give me Philly, man. I like Philly over Dallas. It is a division game, and like I always say, division games can go either way. You never know where they're going to go because they see each other so much. They have a little bit of a leg up on other competition compared to that team. I do think there's a chance for Dallas, but let's be real. Philly is the better team right now, and it's not really very close. And then my upset of the week, I will go with Dolphins over Rams. I think that is a pretty good upset and also a pretty good game. What are the games to watch this week? Definitely Thursday Night Football is finally a good one. Steelers Commanders could be a very good game. Jets Cardinals could be a really good game. Lions Texans could be a really good game. Dolphins Rams could be a really good game. And then you have, honestly, all three of these could be good games. Honestly, all four. Because, yeah, those teams are bad. But when two teams are bad, it makes the game good because the two teams are equal. It's not like it's the Giants and the Lions where the Lions are just going to clobber them. So either way, let me know what you guys think about these predictions down in the comment section below. Let me know who y'all think will win, who's your upset of the week, who's your lock of the week. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.